audiophile barista here, so I hope you like that little intro, just trying to do something new. This is vlog 133, welcome. There's not really a theme to this vlog, I just want to share a few things with you guys. One of the things that I would like to share with you is something that older audiophiles probably recognize, and that is that whenever you are in this hobby this long, I'm in this hobby for about 45 years now, and throughout the years you had some experiences, whether you borrowed something or in a listening show or a demo or at a friend's house, whatever it was. Every now and then you come up to some piece of equipment, a cable, a loudspeaker, that sticks with you throughout the years. You didn't buy it at the time because, well, you could not afford it or for any other reasons. But then 10, 20, 30 years later, when you're looking, as I do very regularly, when you're looking to the second-hand market, and then suddenly one of those things that stuck with you for such a long time, it is right there. It is offered, it is a price that you can afford today, and you buy it. There's no guarantee that you will have the same experience as all those years ago, because there's of course many factors involved in having something like a cable, which in this case is what I bought, that it is in the same circumstances that it was 10 years ago. Everything came together, maybe the synergy of the system also did something. So you take a gamble, but it is a gamble you can afford. You can always resell it. For me, it was this cable from Synergistic Research. It is the AU Gold, AU 79, and this is from the Tesla series. And this is just a single-ended RCA version from 1 meter. And at the time that I heard it, it was lent to me by my favorite dealer. I had it in my system for a week and it just gave me the sweetest sound, something that I prefer. I'm very allergic to sharp and screeching highs. I absolutely don't want that in my system. So that cable gave me such a sweet experience that I had to have it, and it is now in the system between the Denafrips DA converter and the preamplifier, the ear Yoshino. So over here you have the box of the Synergistic Research cable, the AU 79 interconnect, single-ended RCA, and this one is even burned in before you buy it. But of course I have this second hand. This is 1 meter length, and what do you know, suddenly after years and years of searching for this cable and it never being on the second-hand market, a few days later there was another one, same one, later edition I think, but that is the same cable. And I also bought that one. This one was even cheaper than the other one. So why did I buy two of the same cables? Well, I only needed one if we're looking at the main system over here, which is over here. There is now the AU cable. Can you see it over there? Can I zoom in? Can I hold it steady enough? It's right over there, going from the Denafrips DA converter to the preamp. And at this moment, as you can see over there, there is the second set of cables going from the lumen to the preamp also. Now normally I have these wonderful Oyaide XLR cables over here on the lumen, but I wanted to try if this would work on the lumen also. Now this is in there now for 1 day, and the first experience is that the XLR cable is better, but I'm going to give it a week and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. However, there is also, I have some plans for the little room, the audio room that I have downstairs, which is a big mess at the moment, but I have some plans there that will also be a benefit for the channel, giving you something more to look at than just this one system that I have over here and that you all know by now. So this is the room downstairs. Here's the picture, the avatar that you all know by now. But this room every now and then just becomes a storage place for all the stuff that I'm using upstairs, and I don't always feel like putting everything back, doing all the cable management, and then the next time taking it out again and trying something upstairs. I don't even know if I have ever showed you this BMW loudspeakers, but what I'm trying to do, what I'm wanting to do, is to make a better setup for my headphone collection and headphone listening. It's now playing through a preamp from AVM. Over here is a Stax, wonderful thing, and I just want to have a good spot where I can just sit, relax, and have a nice listen to all of my headphones, whether it's electrostatics or dynamics. There's 2 sets of surround sound setups in this little room, and it is so full. I love it, but it's so full. Let me back up a little bit. Over here, the record collection, the vinyl collection I should say. But it's so full that there's hardly any space to move, and every time I take something out, try something upstairs, it just ends up here. It's too cramped to do easy cable management and stuff like that. So I want to change it. One of the things that I would like to change to is to become more experienced with sound in a small room, stereo sound in a small room. So I'm trying to figure out how to have this area over here just optimize with 2 loudspeakers. Let's see what is the best setup for a small cramped room like this. I think I'm going to buy a rack for easy placement of different kinds of preamps, power amps, CD players, stuff like that. Try to do a little bit of experience and share with you my journey into trying to find what is the best way to listen to music. There's also another thing. Every setup, maybe if you have very high-end audiophile, expensive setup, it will play everything. But in general, most setups will prefer some kind of music genre. Now, my favorite genre is voices, jazz, small jazz combos, piano, classical music, and not the heavy hard rock things. That is just not my style, but it is also something when I play that, for example, Rage Against the Machine, it does not really do what I want it to in my system. My system is not... The DNA of my system is for a different kind of listening than pure hardcore, hard rock or metal or whatever you want to do. So what I'm going to do here is not to have a setup that plays the sounds that I listen upstairs, jazz, classical, but to try and find a system that will rock. Now, I do not really like that kind of music, but if I look here, it is so small. I'm trying to not to fall over all my CDs, and over here, let me pick this one out. Here we have Rage Against the Machine. Every one of you know this, and there's a few songs on there that I really like. But it needs some grunt, it needs some power. So what I'm going to try is to have a setup over here that will play this CD as best as it can in a small room like this. So if you have any ideas, if you have any songs that may fall in the quality category of this, let me know in the comment, but that is what I am going to do. Okay, and so we come to the end of vlog 133, just a little one to update you on some things, and I want to thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment section the questions that I asked, and I will see you in the next one.